Hi ladies, I just finished the video on how to apply my face makeup. So now I'm ready for the eyes, and I wanted to walk you through how I put my eyes on every morning. And today I'm going to be using the colors Sexy, Giddy, Confident, and Infatuated. You want to start with the outer V of your eye. Everybody's different. Some people like to put the powder on loose. Some people like to have it be more smooth and like a matte. I prefer for the outer corner of my eye to use the combo of the rose water with the Confident. So I'm going to spray just a tiny bit in the lid. I'm going to take my brush. This is your liner shader brush that comes as part of the Younique kit. I'm going to do just a dab. Sometimes I even use the inside of the lid that has some on it already. Swirl it around. And I just kind of lift my eye a little bit and do the outer V. And that's typically with my darkest color. I do the layers depending on how much I think I need or the look I'm going for that day. It's totally normal, I don't know if you can see, to have a little bit drop right here. All you do is just take your big brush and sweep it away. Then I'm going to take my crease brush, and again, I'm going to put a little bit of rose water on it. It's not necessary to use rose water. I just feel that it lasts a little bit longer if I do. And I'm going to do Infatuated. In my crease. And then I like to give my eyes a little bit of a pop of color. So instead of just all brown, that's where I use the Giddy. And so I'm using the same brush. All I do is take the brush, wipe it off on a towel, or you can rinse it and wipe it. And then I take my Giddy, which is almost like a coral orange color. And not many people would say, oh, I want that, but once you see it on the eye, it's very pretty. And I add a little bit of that coral and orange to my crease so I don't look so heavy. Heavy-eyed, especially with spring and summer coming. Okay. Now I go to my deluxe brush. And I go with my lightest color, and that's the Sexy. And I just kind of coat that lid really well. You can pat it in, you can blend it in. And then I take that same color, and I go above my eye on the brow bone. And in that corner, and if you put the lighter color in the corner, that's what will really make your eye pop. Now some gals also like to have a little bit of color underneath their eye with the shadows. I typically will only do that on evenings that I'm going out and want a little extra something. So again, I'm going to use my rose water. Dip it in. And then I take my crease brush, because it's pointed, just kind of go along the edge there. I don't know if you can see that it's now shimmery. It's just kind of a fun extra bit. You can do it on the top too, along your lash line. That'll really make your eyes sparkle. And now it's time for my liner. And I take my brush, it's the liner shader brush combo. So I take the liner side. Again, a little squirt of rose water in my lid. Open up my liner that I want to use. This one is Devious. It's the sparkly one, the black sparkly. There's a black matte and then there's a black sparkly, but I like the sparkly one. I just take my brush. Some people like to go up, some people like to go out. It's easiest for me to go out. just line along the edge there. And then I do the same thing for the bottom. And the bottom, some people like to go below. I actually like to use this line right here to really make my eyes pop. Now, some people can't stand that feeling of something in your eye, so if that's the case, just go right below. Right below, right here. Okay? Now, it's time for my 3D mascara. So I have fresh lashes, starting with the long tube. I'm going to do gel. I'm going to coat it really well. And I'm going to do my fibers on that eye while it's still wet. Got a nice clump of fibers at the end there, so to avoid them getting my eye, I'm just kind of cleaning them off back into the tube so I don't waste them as well, because it only takes a little bit of fibers. And I think I said in my last video, but just a reminder, there should not be fibers falling and flying everywhere. If that's the case, your gel has gotten dry, so you need to wet your gel again. Here is the second round of gel to seal the fibers in. Oops. And then now I'm going to do the bottom. Here's the bottom. Gel is still wet. Fibers. And gel again. See, so after doing all of those, I only had one fiber fall, and it was right there. I just take my brush, sweep it off. Now, that extra step I've told you guys about is just your regular old trusty mascara. Put right over the top of those, and your eyes will just pop. If for any reason this process is not as simple as you are seeing it to be, something is not right. So we need to work on getting you either another set of mascara or working on how you apply it, but it should be that simple. So there you have it. There's my eyes. Thanks so much. I'm going to finish my other eye, and then I will post my before and after pictures with all my tutorials. Thanks, ladies. Bye-bye.